Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and it is time for Saturday with Stacy. YouTube number 167, honest. Apparently last week I said YouTube 167 and it wasn't, it was YouTube 166. So right after the YouTube went live, we started getting emails and phone calls. What happened to YouTube 166? Did I miss it? No, you didn't miss it. It was my oopsie. This is YouTube number 167. Last week was YouTube number 166. Now, this is the release of the next Simply Defined collection called Harvest Your Blessings. It is my fall release. I love fall, I love winter. They're my most favorite seasons. Yes, I am a sunny California girl, but can you see this? I am porcelain skinned. I am fair. So sun is not my friend, and literally for my whole life I've been slathered in sunscreen. So come fall and winter, I love how crisp the air gets. I love the food. I love that I get to bundle up, well, as much as you can bundle up in California. But they are my favorite seasons. So they're my favorite seasons to design for. And Harvest Your Blessings is this year's fall collection. Now, this YouTube was supposed to be one thing. I had it all planned out to do one thing, and I have changed it to do something completely different, and I will explain to you why. But before we get there, I have Winner Chicken Dinner to announce, and I know you want to hear if it's you. Now, how do you be a Winner Chicken Dinner? You just watch this YouTube, and then you post a comment on this YouTube, but of course you have to have a YouTube username and login, and then subscribe to Scrapbooking Made Simple, and then you can post your comment. I'll approve it, and then you go into the running. So all we ask is that you be kind. Just post something nice. It doesn't have to be anything about scrapbooking or card making, or it can just be anything about how your day is going or what's happening in your life. And I will approve it, and then you go into the running to be eligible to win one of our prizes. Now for this week's Winner Chicken Dinners, they're going to receive some of last week's YouTube. So they're going to get the awesome Christmas cards by Jen Long and the matching dies and stamps that go with them. We had the Kaiser Craft gel pins, we had the Kaiser Craft postcard books, we had all the new product from Sizzix and Jen Long with her Christmas coloring book, the small coloring book that made card fronts, and all the dies and stamps that can go with it. So you're gonna get one of the sets of dies and stamps, and you're gonna get that coloring book. So I hope you like it, and you can start your Christmas cards now. All right, so if you are Iris Vargas, congratulations Iris Vargas, you are a Winner Chicken Dinner peep here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. But you're not alone. You have a friend, and your friend's name is Susan Brandand. I'm going with it. Susan Brandand. Brandand. Congratulations, Susan! You and Iris have won a wonderful little prize package from Scrapbooking Made Simple. How are you going to claim it? So easy. You email us at winner, WINNER, at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. You give us your name, address, telephone number, and in the subject line of that email, say, I'm a winner chicken dinner from YouTube number 166. Really, 166. I couldn't believe I made that mistake, but it is what it is. So for this YouTube, yes, I will be using my dies and stamps from Harvest Your Blessing, which is the Simply Defined release for August. But I'm also going to be doing something with peel-offs, and let me tell you why. So I had a phone call, and usually I don't answer the phone. It's hard for me to actually take phone calls. We get solicitation, all sorts of stuff. But anyway, if I'm not in a meeting, I'm on a conference call. If I'm not on a conference call, I'm ordering product. If I'm not ordering product, I'm helping a customer out in the store, because I really do work in my store. I'm not in an office. I'm literally down in the store every single day. So a call came in, and it was a little bit early. The girls were still just getting settled and making coffee, getting themselves together. So I took the phone call, and it was a wonderful person, a very sweet person. I only have a first name, and I don't know if she's a customer or not. But she had a lot of questions about peel-offs, because I had done the peel-offs in the last YouTube with the do crafts, where it was the borders and I colored them, and then you could add them to your cards or your layouts. And she had a lot of really good questions about peel-offs. And I don't know if I was focused on something else. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know if my mind was wandering, and if I had reports in front of me or I was looking at payroll. I have no clue. But she was asking questions, and I guess I was one ear listening to her and one eye looking at other things and probably figuring out. I write my to-do list every day, and I heard her say, "Gosh, it sounds like you're really busy. I'm so sorry. I can call back." And right there, my heart broke. My heart broke because I was not paying attention. I was not giving her the focus, and I should have been totally committed that phone call. I should have been paying attention to every word she said, trying to help her figure out what peel-offs are and how she could use them. And when she said, "Gosh, you sound really busy. I'm so sorry." She shouldn't have been apologizing. I should have been apologizing, because I should always be present. Right there when somebody needs me for something, I should be there. You deserve my time and my attention, and you know, I am stumbling over my words. And I felt really, really, really badly, because she wasn't asking anything she just wanted help. And I should have been there, and I wasn't. And by the time I realized I wasn't, it was too late. So I don't know if she's a customer. I know she watches my YouTubes, but I don't know if she's ever shopped with us. And if she does, that's great. And if she doesn't, that's perfectly fine too. I just want to teach about product. So I changed this YouTube, and it's about peel-offs. And I'm going to try and answer every question that she had or might have had I given her my full attention and the opportunity to ask. I apologize most humbly to her, because I never want to be that person. And I know we all make mistakes, and I know it happens, but we also have to recognize when it happens, and we have to make it right. So this is my way of making it right. And I don't know if she's going to watch this YouTube, and I hope she does, because I want her to know that I'm truly sorry. And if she gives us another chance, just to watch us, I would greatly appreciate it. So not only am I going to be using Simply Defined product today, I'm going to be talking about peel-offs, what they are, how to use them, how to get the most out of them. And I know a lot of you already know what a peel-off sticker is, but I'm hoping you're going to stay tuned, because I think I have some things that you may not have thought of before. And I'm going to start very, very simple, and then I'm going to work to more difficult. And I think when you see what you can do with these affordable items, you're just gonna go psh, and the ideas are gonna come rolling, and all of a sudden you're gonna feel the need to go create. And that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's my job. My job is to help teach people how to get the most out of their creativity. It's not about selling everything, and that's just not what it's about. And I should have been there, and I should have been focused on what she was saying, and I feel badly, and I am sorry. So for you, and I'm not going to name names, but for you, this YouTube, I hope will answer everything you wanted to ask me. And so I'm going to get started for today, and I'm going to tilt down, and I'm going to show you the make and take that they're doing downstairs, because this is Saturday with Stacy, and there's a make and take, a free in-store make and take. We're not going to be doing that because I changed the YouTube. But I at least wanted to show you what everybody else was making. Okay? All right, I'm going to tilt on down, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of your life, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to apologize. I needed to do that, and it was the right thing to do, as is this YouTube. Okay, down we go. It's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple. Down. Okay, so this is the free make and take that they're doing downstairs in the store right now. Yes, this is one of my new dies and stamps. Super cute, isn't it? It's a corner. and it actually has a detail die that goes on top of it. I'll show you later. But we've put the card together. We are using my new Dottie paper. This is the new Dottie Jewels. I have 2 releases of Dottie paper to finish out the collection. I have Jewels and I have Essentials, which are your white and your black and your browns and your tans. So this is the free make and take from downstairs. And if you're anywhere in sunny California and it's not too late, get in a car and come see us, and you too can make this. Only we're doing it in 6 different colors. You get to choose the color you want to do it in. So, so pretty. So that's what downstairs is happening right now. But let's talk about what we're supposed to be talking about. Let's talk about peel-offs. Now, I said I will bring in my dies, and I will, but I wanted to start with the very basics. What's a peel-off? Well, you may see these sheets all the time in retailers, in your local retailers, and not really understand what they are. They're stickers. This is a sticker sheet. And they're known as outline stickers. They're known as peel-offs. Most companies make them in the silver, the black, and the gold. That's what most companies make them. And Elizabeth Crafts makes peel-offs. Do Crafts makes peel-offs. Hot Off the Press makes peel-offs. So there's several companies that do them, and they tend to be very affordable. Something like this usually runs about $1.99. And you're saying, but what can I do with that? Well, let me tell you, the first thing I do to make it easier is that I peel off my background. I peel off my background. That way I can see what I actually have. And then it sticks to everything, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can throw it away. There we go. Let's get rid of it. Now I can see the individual stickers that I actually have on the sheet, and you can see how cute they are. I've got little birdies and little birdhouse, and this is all little wintry Christmas. Now you can take these off and use them just as they are, and they're known as outline stickers because when you peel them off, you usually take the outline of the image. So you usually take the outline of the image. So there's the whole image. I peeled it off, and that's what I'm left with. Now that's a very fine, detailed little sticker, and people tend to think that you have to be really careful with peel-offs. These are kind of a vinyl plasticky, so they're not as delicate as you would think. Now, can I use the rest of this? Sure I can. I can use the rest of this for either putting it right back into where I want it, or I can use that as a separate sticker. But peel-offs are a very economical way to have detail and embellishment on your cards and your scrapbooks and your mixed media and your altered art without spending a fortune. Because like I said, this usually runs for about $1.99. And if you use everything on it, how much you're getting for your $1.99. But there are people who will say, yes, but I don't want a silver birdie. I get it, I understand. And we're like I showed you last week, you don't have to keep your birdie silver. You can color it. And you don't have to use a Copic marker. You can use a Spectrum Noir marker. You can use alcohol inks by Tim Holtz, Sharpies, and Bic pens. Inexpensive, found at Staples, found at Walmart, found at Sam's Club, found at Costco. You can get a set of like 16 colors of Sharpies for like $10.99 at Walmart and Staples or Sam's Club and Costco. Anything that's an alcohol-based marker or what's considered a permanent marker. So if it will write on metal, like a Sharpie or a Bic, if it will write on metal, it will color these. And all you do is scribble. Now I'm gonna make a completely blue bird except for his legs. And I could have taken different colors and been more specific about where I put my colors. So it doesn't look really great right there, but when I peel him off, and again, I know a lot of you already know this, so I'm just trying to kind of give an overview of what a peel-off sticker is. Now look at how cute is he? Now he's not silver, he's blue. And I could take well, I've got a green pen right here, and I've got like green leaves here. And I can just color the leaves. And I can leave the rest silver, or I could add, I have a little bit of, it's not real red, but like some little berries going on here. And I guess I'll leave the rest of them the way he is. So I've just taken and colored green and a little red, and then I can peel it up. Because it's an alcohol-based marker or a Bic or a Sharpie, they dry really quickly. And I'm just slowly peeling it up until the whole thing peels off. And because it's vinyl, it's not as ginger as you think you have to be with it. Now, you can put a little bit of, somebody said this on YouTube, I think it was YouTube or Facebook, and I'm sorry I forgot your name, but she said, because I always say, take a little bit of spit, because you have spit with you every day. Take a little bit of spit on the sticky side of your peel off, and that allows it to not stick so much to you, but it will still stick to your paper. She said when she told her friends that, they were like, ew. So now she uses the word moisture. Put a little bit of moisture on the back of your peel-offs. What a clever girl you are. See, and now I've colored it. So a peel-off is just a vinyl sticker. They tend to be in outline form, and you can color them in. I could certainly go in and color him in with markers or watercolor, but they're not as ginger. You don't have to be as delicate with them as you think. And most manufacturers do them in silver, black, and gold. And again, for me, this is very hard to see what's on this sheet. There's a lot on that sheet. So I usually will take the back off of my sheet, because isn't that so much easier to see? See how much easier that is than this? So that is a peel-off sticker. Can you color them with a dye-based marker like a Tim Holtz or a Memento? No, will not work. You need to use something that is either alcohol-based or permanent. And if you're on a fixed income or a budget, do not buy Copic markers to do this. Go to Staples. They must have 144 colors of Sharpie pens. Have yourself a heyday for a lot less money. They absolutely will work. Can you color a black sticker? No! It doesn't do anything. It doesn't change color because it's black. It has to be a silver or a gold or a different color other than black. That is the basics of a peel-off sticker. I want to take and now expand upon that. So what I have here are sheets of peel-off. Now, this is the exact same thing. These two pieces are exactly the same. The only difference is this one already has the stickers cut into them. So you'd be buying those patterns, whereas this one is completely blank, which means you can decide what to do with it. So gold, silver, white, these are sticker sheets, and yes, they're, so when I started looking at peel-offs, I've loved peel-offs. I've loved peel-offs my whole crafting experience. I think they're fabulous. And when we started Simply Defined and Simply Refined, I really thought that I would bring out my own line of peel-off stickers. But then it was like, well, how do you decide what designs? There's so many things I would design, and the dies and stamps I was doing already, and I said to myself, well, let's just bring out plain sheets. Plain sheets, that's all we're gonna do is plain sheets. I'm gonna get that blue off there, it's driving me crazy. Plain sheets of the vinyl that is used to make peel-off stickers. And that way you can decide on whatever you want them to be. It's up to you. So these are completely blank sheets ready for you to use your Cricut, to use your die cuts, to use your punches. It's up to you what you want them to be. I wanted to give you options. And we released these a while ago. These are under Simply Defined. It's part of my Reflections collection, and this is called Just the Basics. And you get 4 black, 2 silver, 2 gold, and 2 white, because most people love the black. They love taking their dies that they have words, and they can now die cut their words and make it into what looks like an embossed. When you put it on your card, it looks like you've heat embossed that word. And think about all the dies you own that you can cut all your words out, and it's an instant sticker because they're self-adhesive. But there's more to do with them than that. I do want to just cut one, I think really, really simple. I'm gonna go ahead and cut one of my pumpkins. This is the new pumpkin for this year. So you get, not only do you get the shadow die or the silhouette die, you get the decorator die plus leaves to go with. So there's 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's 10 dies in this set. And it retails for $9.99 if you buy it in the I Want It All bundle, or $13.99 if you buy it open stock. And we all know that $13.99, this is a really good value even at that price. But let's just take a pumpkin. And let's take the gold and the black. I think I'm gonna take, I have a little piece of black already over here. So I'm gonna take my gold and I'm gonna cut myself a little piece. And I'm gonna take my black and I'm gonna bring over my Big Shot machine. Now, Simply Defined dies are wafer dies, which means they're super thin, which means they'll go through your Spellbinder machine, your Cuttlebug machine. We love the Sizzix Big Shot machines because every kind of die will go through them. You're not limited in any way. And this die is a little bit more intricate. Can you see how intricate that is as opposed to this one here, which is this is a frame die because it's a frame, nothing in between. Whereas this is a decorator die where it has all that detail. But these two dies are meant to work together. So I'm gonna cut the decorator one out of, well, I don't know, should we do it out of the gold and that one out of black? I am working on a Sizzix magnetic platform and my precision base plate. Is that recommended by Sizzix? Not really. They would prefer for a frame die, they would prefer you not be on a precision base plate and not necessarily on your magnetic platform either. But we're all sold out of the we're all sold out of the small multi-purpose platforms, so I can't go grab one right now. Okay, so I've got my, what would be my, if I had my multi-purpose platform, it would be my multi-purpose platform completely closed, my precision base plate right on top of it, my peel off material, my dies on top, and then my my Ucky cut plate. Do not use a do not cut plate on this. Use an Ucky cut plate. And you're going to cut right into that precision base plate. Now, I am sure that the frame die has cut completely out. I'm positive about that because that's an easy shape. Done. What I'm not sure 100% about is whether my decor die is completely cut. So I put it in one way. Now I'm gonna rotate it another way and I'm gonna send it back. And that's going to allow the die to hit the roller that's underneath the machines in a brand new way, cutting the die a little differently, hitting those points a little differently. Now I can turn it over and I can see it's all cut. Can you see all those cuts? It looks really good. So I'm gonna put this out of my way. Move those out of my way. Grab my tweezers, my fussy tweezers, and pull. And then I've got all of these little flourishes to pull out. because I put a lot of detail into my dies. I love detail. Makes my heart happy. So I have now die cut on a plain sheet of peel-off material. I don't know any other company that sells plain peel-off material. I think you can only, I think we're the only ones that do just plain peel-off material, so you can make it what you want it to be. But I'm not done. Remember, I cut the black. See how shiny that is? And I've got the gold. Now I'm going to take the sticker part off of the back. This is my hardest part, getting the sticker part off the back. This is where I struggle the most. Probably would help if I would put readers on, but I just can't get myself there yet. Come on. This is where it would be nice to have the Easy Bake Oven and one already done for you, or to be able to edit, because I don't edit my videos. But that's okay, I got it. Thanks for waiting. Okay, so this is the back, the sticky part. A little bit of moisture, whether that be water or spit or whatever you have, a little bit of moisture is going to let you be able to work with that peel off a lot easier. And now I can just line it right up over my black. Well, I'm not completely centered, but that's okay. And I've made a cute little pumpkin using gold and black. And of course, that black is also self-adhesive. Let's see if I can be a little quicker about it this time. Getting the black off. That black is also a sticker. Well, maybe not. Oh, I am just the worst at this. If anybody has a good suggestion on how to do this, I would absolutely listen. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Woohoo! So I've made my own peel off. Can you buy them like this? Absolutely. If they're shapes that you are going to want to use and that you love, absolutely. About $1.99, anywhere from $1.99 to about $2.10. That's why we had the Do Crafts. They were down to $1. However, if you have your own dies, you can make your own without any problem, except for peeling off the back. But now you're saying, Stacy, I don't want a gold pumpkin though. And I get that. I understand. Maybe gold is not your go-to, your favorite. So let's talk about the white. And I guess I'll do another pumpkin right next to it. Let's talk about the white. I have got a sheet of white peel-off material, white vinyl, so it's sticky on the back, high gloss on the top. What do I need to color this with to make the color stay? I need a Sharpie, a Bic, a Copic, a Spectrum Noir, whichever alcohol marker company you have, great. If not, just go to Sam's Club, Staples, Walmart, and I'm going to color right on top. Right on top. Now it kind of looks like a hot mess. I get that. And it's going to take a couple seconds for it to dry. So I'm going to blow on it a little bit. Oh, dry. Little sticky, little tacky, but dry. So I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to bring my pumpkin back. I'm gonna put my white that has now been colored orange down with my pumpkin on top. And let's do another black. For my background. And again, you can either use your multi-purpose platform, completely closed, precision base plate on top of that, your peel off material down, and then your dies, and then a yucky plate. Don't use a good do not cut plate, because with that precision base plate, it's going to leave an indent. So just use an yucky cut plate. Send it through once. Don't worry about the creaks and the cracks, it's okay. Like I said, the pumpkin's gonna come out easy peasy because it's a frame die. And there it is, easy peasy. But I wanna make sure that decor die really cuts, so I'm just gonna rotate it and then I'm gonna send it back through. So again, this material, just the basics, any of my reflections, I have a lot of different peel off material where it's just the peel off material. I've got glitters and foils and all sorts of reflections. It's all under the reflection, simply defined reflections, where you can create your own peel offs. There's nothing wrong with buying the pre-made ones, but sometimes you can't find what you're looking for, or you want to make one out of something you own. Peel off the little, take the little doohickeys out. It's sticky on me right now. A little bit of spit on the back so it's not so sticky to me. Okay, there we go. And I've got my black pumpkin ready to go. And I have now created my own peel off sticker. And you're saying, well, I could do that out of paper. Well, you can, but look at the gloss on that. Look at how fabulous that is. Paper can't do that. And you can get these wet. These will go into a dishwasher if you need. You can put them on a votive candle. Yes, you can do those sorts of things. And look at how cute is that. Now please, I will take a half a second, and if I can get it off in 1/1000, 2 1. Oh, look at that! It peeled right off. Oh, think long, think wrong. I was thinking too much about it last time. So now I've got it in orange and I've got it in gold. The only difference is the gold, I used the gold peel off. The orange, I used the white peel off to make it. And I colored it with a marker. Ta-da! But we're gonna do a little bit more than this, absolutely. Because I wanna make sure that I cover peel offs. And I mean, we could glitter with them, and there's just a ton we can do, but I really want to give you the good basics of them. Okay, now you've bought the white and you've got that orange on it. See that little bit of orange on there? And you're like, oh man, but that means I can't use that space. No, 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 no. Get yourself some nail polish remover, or if you have a Copic blender pen, or Tim Holtz, you know when he does his alcohol inks, that alcohol ink solution, so even though my blender pen has an ucky tip, it doesn't matter, it's still going clear. You just come right over and wipe that up. Wahoo. I've now taken the orange off of my, did you all see how I did that? Oh no, I accidentally drew on my white peel off. Now I can't use that because I don't want it to be orange. And it's the last piece I have, and I have to have this card done for an anniversary, and I needed happy anniversary right from that piece. It always happens that way, doesn't it? So there it is. I'm just gonna take a little bit of nail polish remover, a Copic blender pen, and by George, you got yourself a lovely little eraser. Ta-da! So you don't waste any. You don't waste any because you accidentally got marker on it. All right, so we're going to move on. Then there was the question of, can you stamp on peel-offs? Yes, you can stamp on peel-offs. So I'm gonna bring over the silver. And again, it's just a plain sheet of vinyl. It's not like the Cricut vinyl. It's different than that, but not too far different. But anyway, and so, I mean, it does cut with a Cricut machine. It does cut with all of your die cuts. Obviously, I'm using a wafer die cut, so you know it cuts through just fine. How do you stamp on it? Well, the ink that's going to work best for you is StazOn. This is a mini StazOn. They have mini and full size. There's about 12 colors in the mini, and there's like 24 colors or 36 colors in the full size. This is a permanent ink. Permanent ink. It is not chalk based, it's not dye based, and it's not pigment based. It's permanent. So this and this are very much the same thing, only this is in a form that you can ink up a stamp with. Because it's a permanent ink, will it stain your stamps? Yeah, it will. Do they have StazOn remover to take it off? Yes, they do. On a clear stamp, you want to be very quick with that solvent because it is a solvent. You don't want it to ink your or to start eating your stamp away. If it becomes discolored with the StazOn, does that mean that every time you stamp with the stamp, it's going to stamp blue? No, not at all. You clean it off, even if it stains it. When I stamp with red, there's no blue to be had, I promise you. So I don't use the solvent on my clear stamps. You can use the StazOn solvent without any problem on your rubber, your red rubber stamps, but clear stamps are a little bit different. So I just leave it the way it is, and I'm fine with that. And I'm usually very, it's got to be just so. And I'm okay with it. Now, if you wipe it off right away after you're done using it, you will get the majority of your StazOn off. So I'm gonna ink up my stamp, and I am using the set that we used for the card that they're making downstairs right now. It is part of the Simply Defined Harvest Your Blessings. You get the stamps that coordinate with the two different, this wants to stick. With the different dies, you have the shadow, you have the decorator, you have the shadow, you have the decorator, and then you have the stamps to go with, which is how we got this piece right here. We used the shadow die for this one, and then instead of using the decorator die, we just stamped right on top of it. So I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna ink up my stamp. I am using a gush pad, and that's what it's called. This is the Simply Refined gush pad. It comes in 8.5 by 11 for $1.99. We cut it in half, and then most people cut it in half again, so they have a full half size and then 2/4 size. I'm gonna put it right on, and I'm gonna give a nice press. But I'm not gonna be doing chest compressions. So a nice press, not too long, not too hard, and then I'm gonna lift up. And there's my image. If I had done it with a chalk-based ink or a dye-based ink, it would wipe right off. If I did it with a pigment-based ink and I threw embossing powder over the top of it and embossed it, you're good. But even a pigment-based ink would tend to wipe right off because this is a non-porous material. There's nothing for that ink to sink into. This is a vinyl, so there's nothing for that ink to sink into, so it has to be an ink that can dry on top, and that's what an alcohol-based ink will do, a permanent-based ink, a StazOn-based ink. Now, what I do want to tell you, I'm going to do this again, is that it's very easy to slip and slide. You want to be sure that when you're stamping, you're on your gush mat, which means you don't have to press as hard, but you want to get it down there And then it's really easy to do this. I'm wiggling. People want to wiggle. Don't wiggle. Keep it straight. What happens when you wiggle is you smear it. Here, let me cut. So what happens when you wiggle is you smear it versus when you just go straight down. And that's true for any time you're stamping. Don't wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This is not wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, so we've stamped it with StazOn, and the StazOn becomes permanent. Doesn't wipe off. But now we want to die cut because we can. So I'm going to put that, and let's just wipe some of that off. And some of the blue, you can see some of the blue came off, but it's going to be a light blue, and if I did it in red, it would be a red color, and it's fine. It's not a problem. It just depends upon if that really bothers you. For me, it doesn't. As long as the stamp runs true every time I stamp with it, I'm a happy girl. Now I'm going to move that out of the way, and I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to bring my die right over. And line it up. Put my top on and send it on through. Little creaks and cracks are okay. There's my corner on a piece of metallic peel-off. Yes, you can stamp on peel-offs, absolutely. If you can color them, you can stamp on them. You just have to use the right material, the right ink to do it. As long as you're using a permanent based ink, you are going to be just fine. But let's take it one step further. Let me move that out of my way. You know what, let's play with the, we'll still play with the silver. It'll give it a slightly different look. So this time I'm going to color my silver. With my blue. And it doesn't have to be beautiful coloring. I'm pretty much just scribbling. Not so attractive. But I'm gonna grab the decorator die that goes with the large corner. So I'm gonna grab the decorator die, this one, and I am going to die cut that piece out. And at the same time, I will cut another piece of silver. So let's pull it on back over. Oh, I think I have to sneeze. Hope not. Can't tell, maybe. If I do, God bless me. I'm gonna line, just put it right on there. It can be anywhere on there as long as it's covering the blue. So it can be anywhere on that blue, as long as it's on the blue. And then I'm going to die cut the background here, just out of straight silver. Let's push those up a little bit, put my plate over the top, and send it through. So we've done a lot with peel-offs already. The first thing we did was just buy a peel-off that was already stickers pre-done for you and colored them and had fun with them. But then we started to die cut with them, and now we've stamped with them. I'm gonna pull this one right off because this one's done. And I'm going to rotate this one because it's a decorator die. You can, oh, it looks pretty good. You can always turn it over and see if you see all the cuts. If the cut images are there, okay. I always roll it through just because I know my dies are very detailed. So I'm gonna send that one through again. grab my fussy tweezers, which are my these are refined, simply refined fussy tweezers, simply refined gush mat. Ah, come on. Peel, peel, peel. There we go. Peel, peel, peel. Peel, peel, peel. Take this right off. Peel out my the little doohickeys that stayed behind. We don't need the little extra pieces, the little extra white pieces that stayed behind. And I've got one more there. The little extra curly cues that are called fallouts. They're what makes the detail. And then let's just grab my silver and put it right on top. So now from the same set, I have it die cut with the detail, or I have it stamped. Which one do you like better? You can do them both. And this set has 2 corners, so you actually, the second corner will layer on top of this first one too. But anyway, you have options. So we stamped, yes, you can stamp, and we colored. It's up to you. Which one do you like more? Here, I did this one with, so this is the blue, the same blue. I know, it's wild. It's this exact same blue, only on the gold. And then I backed it on black. How fabulous is that? That's using the same blue color, exact same, only I colored a piece of gold instead of silver. And I got that fabulous green. So, you can stamp. You just have to use the right ink. We recommend StazOn. Whether it be the full size, the half size, the mini size, whatever works for you. Absolutely. And then of course you can save these back pieces. I don't know if you know that. And you can make a mask out of them. And then, I mean, you can use, this is a whole nother piece all to itself. If you didn't want to throw this away, because this is the piece that peels off the back that makes the sticker. That's a whole nother that's a whole nother embellishment. You don't have to throw that one away. You can keep it. I'm going to throw it away because I've got about 1 million of them. Okay, so there we go. So now we've die cut and we have stamped. But we're going to continue. We're going to do a little bit more. You're probably saying, how much more? Well, you know me. Okay, so I'm going to take my gold. And I'm gonna cut me a hunk off, and I'm gonna be using my contour die set with the gold and the white actually. So this is the contour set for this month. You have the sunflowers and you have the leaves. Contour. And I am going to start, I guess maybe with the sunflower perhaps. I think I'll start with the sunflower. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just color, I'm going to make a little mark. I'm going to color this whole half with Sharpies, Copics, whatever makes my heart happy. And I'm going to use maybe a couple different colors. So let's start with a little bit of orange. And I'm just going to color the whole thing. Now don't worry, that'll come right off my mat. The craft mat I'm working on. It's a non-slip, non-skid, non-stick mat. Then maybe I'll add a little bit of, I don't know, I'll add a little bit of this maybe. I have no idea how this is going to come out. And maybe a little more of the darker orange, and just kind of blend those colors in. And again, I'm using Copic. You can use Sharpie. You can use whatever color markers, Bic markers, whatever you've got. And I'm just doing it off the side here so that my color runs true again. Because right now it's blending the colors for me. And I know it kind of looks like a hot mess. We'll have to see what it looks like when I'm done. No guarantees. And this one I actually do have a easy bake oven ready to go. So, not too pretty. I'm going to take and cut that right off. Hopefully I left enough room. Ooh-wee. Well, close enough. All right, now I'm gonna grab an A2 card because I want you to see. This is one of my A2 cards. It's 200 pound, it's my card bases. We sell them in 25 packs of cards, 25 envelopes. And yes, it's truly a 200 pound paper. It is not a lightweight paper. It's meant to stand up to lots and lots of stacking and matting. And so I'm gonna take this and I'm going to peel it up and expose my sticky. And I'm just gonna put it right down on the edge of my card base. Yeah, I'm a little off, but that's okay. And I'm gonna cut the excess off. I probably should have let it dry just a few more seconds, but that's okay. Now I'm gonna bring over my die. And this is a contour die, which means that on this, for a contour edge, there is no cut edge here. Not at all. So I'm gonna put it here and it's going to cut this design into my card base. I should have left myself a little bit more, but that's okay. You're gonna get the idea. I'm gonna bring over my machine. I'm gonna put this right down. I'm gonna send it through. Might hear some creaks and some cracks. There we go. Now, because I can't rotate this, it's too big, too wide to rotate, I do a full 180-degree turn and bring it back. And then I'm gonna take a look and I'm gonna say, is it all cut through? Nope, there's still some places that are not 100% cut. So I'm going to send it back through again. Remember, we're going through vinyl, we're going through adhesive and 200-pound card base. If we were just doing it on the card base, one run would have been more than enough. But we're going a little bit more, we're a little bit heavier. See if I've got it now. Oh yeah, see, now you can see all the cuts are done. I'm gonna peel this up. It pretty much is gonna fall on out. This piece is gonna come right off. The little pieces are popping right on out. Oh, I made a little bit of a mess. But I took that gold and made it so autumny and so pretty. And all I did was use a piece of a gold peel-off sticker from Just the Basics. I'm not gonna sit here and pop all these out. I've got one over there. What do we think? That came from this. You would never, ever know that that came from a basic sheet of peel-off material. And this is why I opted not to do my own peel-offs, because with the dies or a Cricut machine, you've got your own. You already know the designs you like because you bought the dies. Now you can make your own. That looks amazing. This one I did in the gold, and all I did was color it with orange. All I did was color it with orange. I didn't add any of the darker colors. And you can see the difference between the gold. All I did was color it with orange and do it. So if you've got markers, and again, it went through the 200-pound paper, the vinyl, the adhesive, so pretty. This is what you love peel-offs for, because you can take them and you can make them anything you want them to be inexpensively. It doesn't have to cost a fortune because you don't have to do it with Copics. If that is the only reason you're thinking about buying Copic markers, do not buy Copic markers. Save your money. Buy more peel-offs or more of the peel-off material. And again, I do think we're the only one that sells the actual sheets just as sheets, and we sell it in glitters and foil colors and just the basic colors. So I'm going to take the white really quickly. I'm going to take the white and I'm going to bring over my other. This time I'm going to leave myself room. I'm going to cut it. Cut it. This time I leave myself plenty of room. And I'm going to take my green. And I'm just going to color. So the contour dies that I sell, part of Simply Defined, are not in the I Want It All bundle. Everything that I'm going to show you at the end, all the dies that you see come in an I Want It All bundle, and if you buy the I Want It all the dies and stamps are only $10 per set, and there's 6 sets, so it comes to $59.99. Now, we don't sell our dies and stamps separately. I always package them together, and for $10 to get the dies and the stamps, you can't go wrong. But if you just want 1 or 2, that's okay too. If there's only 1 or 2 sets you like, that's okay too. We still only sell them for $13.99, which is still a smoking hot deal. And then the contour is on its own. And we sell you the two dies. So that one and this one, these two, for $15.99. And I think most of us know that most people would pay $15.99 just for the one. So we try to give you the very most we can give you. Now I'm going to grab another card base. And this time I did it with white. I put my hand on there. I used white peel off this time. I used the white color. And let's see if I can get a corner going. I feel it. But maybe not. Ah, there we go. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it at the end of my card. Just take it straight on down. Kind of funky looking, I agree. Looks kind of weird. I'm going to cut off the back trim. There's a little extra piece right here. I went a little bit long. So I'm just going to cut that right off, just that little piece, and toss it because I don't need it. And then I'm going to bring my machine back over. I'm going to put my contour die on top of my precision base plate. And please know, it absolutely needs a precision base plate. My dies tend to be more intricate and therefore require that precision base plate. And the precision base plate by Sizzix only works with Sizzix machines. It won't work with a Cuttlebug or a Spellbinder. It's made for Sizzix. And that's why you want to have that Big Shot machine. Ask Santa. You've been good. I know you have. Ask Santa for a Big Shot machine. And if you can't get one from your local store, we sell them they regularly run for $119.99 this size, and we have them for $89.99. So ask Santa, because the Big Shot machine is really, it's your friend when you start to craft. It really is. So I'm turning it around. I'm gonna see if everything's cut. And if I'm not 100% sure, although that's pretty good, I can run it through just one more time, because again, we're going through 200-pound paper, we're going through vinyl, we're going through adhesive. And let's pull that. Oh, it took everything with it. Isn't that lovely? And now I would run a piece of patterned paper here. I would throw a ribbon to hide the seam, and you've got the most beautiful card. Look at how easy that was, and look at the gloss finish on it using the white. You can make the white anything you want it to be. One little piece didn't pop out. A few little pieces, but that's okay. Yeah, I would just take a beautiful piece of patterned paper, run that right there, put a ribbon right up the center, and you've got your card basically done. You can fold it this way, you can do it any way you want your heart to. You can do a gatefold like this, but that's using peel off material. Okay, oh, here's one. I did it in the gold. I wanted it to be more rustic. What do we think of that? Ooh, and see, this one's down closer, this one's up higher. You can choose where you put your contour die. Do you want it really high? Do you want it more towards the bottom so the card can stand? How do you want it? But look at how pretty it is in the fall colors. And I used like a burgundy and orange, and I know this is crazy, but there's a green in here. There's a green in there, I promise you. I kind of just mushed them all together. How pretty. And that's on the gold. That's on the white. All right. So we have talked about peel-offs. We've talked about just, I don't know if I still have my little thingies, just coloring peel-offs right on the, oh, I know I put it on the back. Just taking peel-offs that you buy at your local store and just coloring them and making them whatever you want them to be with the Sharpies or the Bics that you have. Just taking store-bought from your craft store, already die cut or already made into sticker peel-offs. If you like the design, buy it. They're $2. Well, they were on sale for $1, but you can't go wrong. Then we talked about using vinyl, the vinyl sheets, just the sheets, all by themselves, to use your dies and your Cricut machine, and how you can take them and with the right markers, you can color them and make them whatever you want them to be. You can take your dies and use them. We also talked about how you can stamp with them and stamp your image straight onto it using a StazOn ink. Peel-offs are one of the most economical ways of crafting because you can do so much for such a little amount of money. Being that you can color them, it takes what was a gold sticker. This was this. And this was the white. That green was just plain white. It lets you match everything to what you want. You have the control, you have the options, and it's affordable. So now I'm supposed to show you what's in my collection. I'm gonna do that really quick, and then I'm gonna talk about the samples because I've got a bunch of samples and I know this is running really long. To begin with, the Reflections collections, we've got just the basics, which has the black and the white and the gold and the silver. We have Everyday Reflections, which has 10 different color foils, and they're all self-adhesive. You can color all of these too, absolutely. We've got the Holiday, which has got gold and silver and red and green. We've got Holiday Jewels, which are the diamond colors, which have beautiful little, the bling to them, the shimmery, shiny, happy, and you get gold in this pack and red in this pack and silver in this pack and green in this pack. And then we have just the basics, the really fine bling looking, the really almost like glitter paper, and you get gold and silver in this pack. And then the jewels, I mean, there's several different packs. We've got, I guess 6 of them, and you will see them all on the YouTube Yummies. They're $9.99 a pack, and in every pack you get 10 sheets. That means it's $1 a sheet. Every pack comes with 10 sheets, and they're $9.99 a pack, and that's the lowest we can do is $1 a sheet, which is what we were able to do for the Do Crafts. So that's Reflections from Simply Defined. Then we have, which I was supposed to be showing you and working with, the new Essentials Dotties. Can you see the little dots on them? And the new Jewel colors. So this rounds out this is the final 2 collections that goes with our Dotties, which means we have Jewels, Cools, Primaries, Jewels, Cools, Primaries, and Essentials. I think that's all of them. But we've got both packs. You get 3 of every color for 18 sheets, and they're $7.99. So you're going to get 18 sheets. You're going to get 3 of every color down there, and 3 of every color down here. 8.5 by 11, ready to be scored and made into card bases if you want, ready to die cut, ready to ink, and $7.99. Then we have the actual collection of dies for Harvest Your Blessings, and this is layered leaves. I did a triple layer for your leaves, so you can stamp and die cut, or just stamp, or just die cut. And yes, all of this is in one package. All of that is in one package for either $9.99 if you buy it in the bundle, or $13.99 if you buy it open stock. So you can stamp, you can die cut, or you can stamp and die cut. And this is layered leaves for Harvest Your Blessing. Then we have the corners that I was playing with, and these are called Thoughtful Corners. And again, you can stamp, you can die cut, you can stamp and die cut, and we gave you 2 different corners. And that was the one I was playing with today. Then we have 2 background dies. I've got the sunflower to begin with. There's the sunflower. And here we have Gathering Leaves. And this is with glimmer sheets. There we have Gathering Leaves. $9.99 for each if you buy it in the I Want It All, or $13.99 if you buy it open stock. I love the sunflower. The sunflower is probably my favorite. I don't know, it's hard. I like them all. Then remember I was telling you we did words, and I did them a little differently? Well, I gave you this really cool little plaque here to play with, and the words will fit in between. So you can have Thanksgiving. You can make this into a little card for a little placemat card. You can use it on your layouts. You can use it in your cards. But the way I did the words is every single word is separate. So you can make fall blessings, happy blessings, Thanksgiving blessings, give thanks. You can make so many different combinations of the words, because the words are individual stamps that you can put together to make the sayings that you want. She's got happy Thanksgiving with thanks, happy blessings, give blessings, with fall blessings, give fall blessings. I mean, it's really limitless, and they're sold as a set. So it's not $10 just for the stamps, it's $10 for the stamp and the die that goes with it, the shadow and the decorator die. Okay, so that's Thankful Words. Then we have the pumpkins, and it's bushel full of pumpkins, and you can see all you can do with the pumpkins. It's a lot. All you can do with the pumpkins, from just a silhouette to a frame to the decor die to layering them all together. And yep, the leaves are included. So these are the pumpkins. And then finally you have the contour dies. And again, you can do just the edge. You can do the edge to a card. You can do a gatefold card with them. It's really up to you. But we've got the beautiful sunflowers. Beautiful sunflower. And the leaf scroll. And this is the contour die. Not part of the bundle. This is $15.99 and it's sold separately. All right, let's get on to samples because the girls have done a lot. Let's start with Claire. Hopefully many of you are still with me. Let's start with Claire. She used glitter. Well, actually, she used the reflections. That's the glitter reflections on the back that she used as a background. And there's your sunflower. And she used the dotty paper. So we've got a gatefold. Ooh. And there's the die that comes with the words. And she used the layering leaves. And we've got a gatefold. I love this one. I want to make sure I open it. Oh, okay, right. Here we go. So you've got the background, and she used the brushos with it to get that background of the leaves. That's that is this one right here. It's a beautiful card. And then you open it up, and she's done the corner, and she's got Happy Thanksgiving. That's a beautiful card. This is Claire. Then we've got her mixed media, where she's layered and she's used the contour and she's got the pumpkins and she's stamped. She worked in just about everything. And then her frame. And again, she's used reflections on the back. That's that vinyl that I was playing with today. That's in one of the foil colors. And she probably took a frame that she got at the dollar store or at the swap meet and made it a piece of art. This is Claire. Then we've got Sharon. We've got Sharon with the pumpkins and the background of the leaves and fall blessings. And then this one I showed on Facebook. And this is Sharon. So cute. There is Sharon. Then we have Elena, who not only put together the storyboards, but she had fun. Any idea what these things are? Anybody want to guess? They're old blocks to rubber mounted stamps. She's peeled off the rubber, put cling on her stamps so that she can she doesn't have to store the rubber. She glued them all together to make the block. Is that cool? That's Elena. She's so darn clever. We've got Elena. Then I've got Elena. Now you would probably finish decorating the front of the card. We wanted to show you how to do the inside of a card. That's Elena. And she's got her version of the sunflower card. She made it a little easel card. And she used the contour to do this one, and she used acetate. Well, I guess she wants it opened this way. Acetate. And the acetate was by Do Crafts. And then we've got her using with the little corners and a Centauro Mirabelle decoupage piece. She's used the corners. This is all Elena. And then she used the pieces that fell out of the sunflower as candles. And she made a shaker, happy birthday shaker. So there we have Elena. Oh my goodness gracious. Then we have Kathy. And Kathy has put together a wood frame using the layered leaves, the triple layered leaves and the corners. I'm assuming that's SMS boy Cody. We're all gonna know Cody through his life. Cody's now 18 and works here. And here we have Kathy and her card. Oh my gosh, this card is so pretty. So she glittered the background and then put the give thanks. Such a pretty card. So simple. Love that card. So pretty. Push that out of my way a little bit more. So pretty. This is Kathy. And then we have Kathy and her layout, where you've got the pumpkins. Oh my gosh, all the way across the bottom. Look at how cute are the pictures. Aren't those darling? This is Kathy's layout. And then we have Yvette, SMS girl Yvette. How pretty is that? And she used, oh, my guess is she used chalks to do that. This is Yvette. And then I think I showed this one on, yeah, I showed this one on Facebook. This one is also Yvette with the sunflower. That's also Yvette. The girls do just an amazing job. And then I have Michelle. Oh, we're getting there. And Michelle took all of the words and made the background. She took all the stamps and just started layering them and stamping them and made her own background. And then she took all of the layered leaves and stamped and die cut. This is Michelle. And then I love this one. Again, she used acetate too for the card front, and can you see that? And she stamped give blessings. And she used the contour die and made a fabulous card. And she used dotty paper. They all use dotty paper, but made a fabulous card. And then we have Doris. And I'm going to, do I have to slide it or do I have to open it? No, I can slide it, good. And Doris. She's used the contour, she's used the pumpkin, she's used just about everything. Is that the most beautiful card ever? This is Doris. Doris is back. And look at how pretty is this. This is using the corners. Holy smokes, artichokes. This is using my corner dies. Aren't you proud of me, Doris? I opened it. Aren't you proud of me? I opened it. It says with thanks. Is that so pretty? This is Doris. Oops, sorry, Doris. And here, she used the contour die. On top is probably a lawn fawn. I'm thinking the heart is lawn fawn. But then she used the contour die to fill in the back. Let's see. Oh, she did put something in there. How sweet is that? So that's using the contour die without it ever being a contour die. That's the die she used to do this. Surprise! This is Doris. And then I have her layout, which is Katie, who's now a senior in college. And she's used the pumpkins, the contour dies, she's used the corners, she's used the backgrounds, she's just thrown it all, everything and the kitchen sink in here for her layout. And that's Katie, who's now a senior in college. Oh my goodness, where does the time go? So I guess you really need to harvest your blessings because the time goes by so fast. Last but not least is Belinda. And Belinda has done her banner. So we've got the F, and she's used the contour dies and the backgrounds. So we've got F, A, L, L. So Belinda and her banners, which look super cute when we hang them in the store. So there's Belinda's banner. Okay, does anybody remember what this is? Remember when my bride lost her head and I said I was going to give it to Belinda and have Belinda do something with it? Well, folks, there it is. We have got Miss Pumpkinhead to go with Mr. Pumpkinhead. Belinda took it and added the pumpkin head. I know some of you have said, what did Belinda do with that? there it is. This was one of from my Forever in a Day collection, which I think is all sold out. But she's got the sunflower, super cute. She used the corners for the scarf. She's ever so clever. She cut out pieces from the background die. Ever so clever. And there's Miss Pumpkinhead. For those of you who were wondering, did Belinda ever do something with that? Yes, she did. Then we also have her mixed media altered art piece, which again is so Belinda. It's got a little bit of everything going on. I love the moon. It's not mine, and she cut it out from something. But she's got all sorts of wonderfulness going on, from the quarter dies to the pumpkins to the contour die. She's just got it all in there. And this is Belinda. So cute. Isn't it darling? It makes you smile. She's done masking and she's done texture paste in here to get the bats in there. She's got bats along the side. She's decoupaged the edges to put the paper lace down. Incredible. This is Belinda. Gosh, I hope I didn't forget anybody. Holy smokes, artichokes. All right, well, I am going to tilt on up and I'm going to say, oh, it was long, but if you had questions about peel-offs, I hope I answered them for you. And I hope you enjoyed the YouTube and understood why I had to change it the way I did. It was the right thing to do. Maybe I'll get back to worrying about the dotty paper, and maybe I won't, but either way, I'm glad I did what I did. So this is Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple. You can find all of these great products in our YouTube Yummy category at scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will try to be more focused. I will try to be present in that moment. And if I can achieve that, then I guess I'm doing something right. All right, you guys, have a great day. Bye.